Okay, in the next couple lessons, we're going to be learning about something called text formatting. What that means is you're changing the way that the text looks using your word processing program, which is Microsoft Word. In today's lesson, we're going to be focusing mainly on bold, italics, and underline. Now, in case you're not familiar with these terms, we're just going to go over these real quick. Bold is when you make the letters darker so that they stand out. It might be you want to emphasize a word, a phrase, or something in your word processing document. It's very simple to make your text bold. If you'll take your mouse and you're going to hold down your left button on your mouse and you're going to click and hold it and just drag over. You can see that it shades it blue and then let go. Now the bold command is up here on what we call the font menu. If I let my mouse rest on the dark black B, you'll see it'll show up that it's bold, and it'll also show you a shortcut that you can do on your keyboard, which is a control, which is CTRL key, plus B will also make it bold. So when I click that, notice it gets a little bit darker. All right, let's look at italics next. Italics is when you make your text look a little bit slanted. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to hold down the left button, drag across. Italics is right next to bold, and we can just click that button, or we can do a Control-I. And that's what italics looks like. Underline, I think most of you know what that looks like. Once again, we have to shade or highlight or select the text. Those are some terms that you'll hear sometimes used. And our underline is right up here, and we can either click that or do a Control-U. So these are the three text formatting things you're going to be doing in today's assignment. All right, now let's take a look at the assignment, because it's going to be a little bit different than what we've done in the past. All right, if you'll click and open video number 6. In some of the assignments that we're going to be doing, you won't be starting the file from the beginning. Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to download a file, and then you're going to make changes to it, and then you'll submit it for your grade. So in this case, we're going to click here, and remember the Hebner folder that we created? I highly suggest you put it in that folder, because it'll just make it easier for you to find it when you want to submit it, because you could do a great job on it, but if you can't find your folder, then chances are, you're not going to be able to find your file so that you can send it. Now, notice something else. It already has a name, so you're not going to be naming this file. But what you're going to do is, after you download and open this file, you're going to make some changes to it according to the instructions. I'm going to do the first couple with you. And then you'll go back and you'll submit this file. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and save it. You'll notice that it's going to go down here, so I'm going to go ahead and open it. All right, now, when you open a downloaded file, you're probably going to see this that says it's in protected view. I want you to click here where it says enable editing. This is real important, because it will not let you make changes to it unless you click that. All right, next, you are going to answer these questions and do the formatting changes that it tells you to do. And I'm going to do the first couple with you, and then the rest of them you can do on your own. All right, now that we've got our file opened, we're simply going to follow the instructions by putting in the answers and then making the various changes. For example, in the first one, Just going to put a couple spaces here. And I'll go ahead and put my name, and for this one the answer needs to be bold, so I'm just going to highlight my name and make it bold. Okay? Alright, next one. I'm going to highlight, make it italic, so on and so forth. What grade are you in? Well, I'm not in any grade right now, but I'm going to put what I teach: 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I am going to make that underline. So I'm going to highlight that and underline it. So you're going to go ahead and do all of these answers and make whatever changes, okay, that you want. And with some of them, there'll be more than one. Like, let's look at number 10 down here. It says, if you could travel anywhere, where would you go? I'm going to put Hawaii. And this one, I'm going to make all three. So I'm going to make it bold, italic, and underline. So just answer these. There's no right or wrong answer. What I'm going to be looking for is if you follow the directions to make the text formatting changes. Now, when you're finished, remember what I said before, this is already named. So when I just click up here, it's going to say, do you want to save changes? I'm going to click save. Okay. All right, now let's go back to where we want to actually submit the file. So I'm going to go to Submit Assignment, just like I always do. Choose File. And I'm going to go to the folder. Hopefully you saved it in your Huebner folder. Okay, you're going to find the file. Notice when the name of the file is next to the Choose File, then you can go ahead and submit assignment. So the important steps are that you're going to download the file so that you can find it. You're going to follow the instructions. You're going to make all the changes. After you made the changes, you've got to save the changes. But the file name is already named for you. And then you'll go ahead and turn it in. Don't forget to get credit. You'll see that green check and it'll say turned in. And then you know you did that part correctly. Okay? All right, that's it for this one. Bye.